What's up, everybody? It's me, Johnny G. Welcome back to the channel and to the stream. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out of your day to hang out here on the channel. Ooh, something's weird with my mic audio. Give me 1 second. It is low for some reason. Let me see why that is. 1 second here. My mic audio is extremely low, and I don't like that. Ooh, I see why. 1 second. Mixer. Bump that up. There we go. That should be better. Give me 1 second just to check it on my end. I love this control panel for the Go XLR. That is freaking awesome. Let me make sure. Filters. Yeah, it doesn't have it. Okay, is that better? Still low for some reason. Give me 1 second. We'll see why. We're going to keep playing around with it. Chat mic, that is correct. Okay, put that up to hundo. That's up. Okay. Mic. Pressure's good. Yester's good. Gate is good. Mic setup is really good. Oh, my gain is low. Let's bump that up a little bit. And now part of it is I have the mic sitting back from me. So if we can get that up a little bit and see how that is. Okay. That's really weird. Mixer. Let's drop that back down. Okay. I don't know why it's so low. Ever since yesterday, I've been having so many problems with this. With the microphone, mainly. It's so strange. This is all set up the way I had it before. My profiles are loaded. Why am I so quiet? Hey, everybody. How's it going? Appreciate you guys coming in. Give me just a minute. We're having some minor issues. That's nothing surprising. Oh, why is it so warm in here, too? My goodness. I can't get everything working. It was also low in my raw audio video for the VA work. That was kind of on purpose. That was intentional, but this here is not. It sounded good, but I don't know. This doesn't sound the way it did like on my stream the other day either, or last week. It was like usually I have my TV in here that I'll turn up the volume on, and usually I can hit about 30 or 35 on the volume, and it will be, you know, I'll be able to hear my voice. It'll come through pretty well. But I'm going up to 40, 50, 60 on here, and it seems very, very low, and I don't like that. Let's max out. Okay, my mic sound is maxed out. Let me check Windows settings. Maybe that's being a jerk. That would not surprise me. More volume settings. Volume. Aha, that might be it. Maybe. Let's see if that does anything. All right, let's check Windows settings. Let's see what this is. Okay, got my mic up higher. Let's see what this does. Might be louder. If it gets too loud or anything, let me know. Aha, that was it. Stupid Windows settings. Go figure, chat. All right, we'll turn that back down. Wonderful. All right. So, guys, I appreciate you all for coming in here, hanging out live, or anybody who watches this on the VOD. You guys are awesome as well. Thank you so much for coming by. Today, we're just sitting back, we're chilling, and we're having a good little bit of a short mini stream here because I wanted to do something to celebrate the fact that we reached one of the 2 milestones that we need for YouTube Partner. And for anybody who's been around, you guys know how important this is to me, how important that it is that I've reached this milestone, and how crazy it is as well, for the sake of the fact that I expected to reach, at the rate my watch hours were going up from you guys viewing my content, and even me viewing on like my alternate accounts and stuff, the rate for my watch hours going up, it seemed like I was going to beat that by getting the subscriber milestone first. And if you're familiar with the YouTube Partner Program, you have to reach 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours within the last 365 days to meet the goals for YouTube Partner. That said, that is like the minimum version, okay? If you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within the last calendar year, then you can do the ad revenue portion of it and so on and so forth. But for me, I haven't looked ahead to that. I've only looked ahead to getting to the base level. And I always thought, well, it would be easier to obtain the subscribers, probably. It just seemed like, it felt like I was growing enough that it would be easier to reach that point. But then all of a sudden, my watch hours started taking off. And as crazy as that sounds, it jumped. Over the course of the last few weeks, I gained so many watch hours on my account. I jumped from portions that I thought, well, maybe I'd only get like 20 or 30 this week, to where I was getting a couple hundred in a week. It just skyrocketed in no time. And now we've reached that first threshold, that first milestone that we needed. We crossed it. And actually, as of today, I'll bring it up just to look here for you guys. As of today, we're sitting at 3,176.4. And if I go into the YouTube Partner panel, we're still like a day behind. Yeah, we're still a day behind. It's showing my data as of May 1st, but they're like a day or so behind even yet on when it hit, because I believe it was either April 30th or May 1st is when I hit that point. And I'm sitting, it's showing 2,965 on that end. They always go a couple days back so that the system can catch up, which is cool. So we're hitting that point. I recently started watching your videos a lot. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. It really does. We are going to continue our push, and we're going to continue doing what we can just to make that point, because there, again, if you guys are familiar, there's 2 things that I'm after that would mean the world to me. And number 1 is reaching YouTube Partner. To be able to get to the point where I can monetize my account and continue to bring you guys more of the things that I love to do and show you my passion and things for gaming, for Arknights, for everything else that I do. And at the same time, once I hit the 500 subscribers, I'll be able to apply for the Arknights Partner Program, the headhunting program, and be, if I'm accepted, an official Arknights content creator, which is even cooler, in my opinion. It makes things so much more worth it. And we're sitting here today just to have a little bit of a celebration for that. And fair warning, my drawing skills are very, very subpar and horrid as of lately. I'm trying to reteach myself and relearn a lot of things. And tonight, I'm just going to sit here and just doodle like some chibi Arknights characters, some little mugs, headshots, things like that for some characters here, and just have fun. We'll put on some chill audio, chat here, and do a little drawing. And I'm going to try to learn Clip Studio Paint. I've had a license for this, and I haven't taken the time to sit down and learn it. I've used it a couple of times, but I need to use it more and get used to it. So we're just going to hang out, have some fun for a little bit here, and we'll see how things go. So put on some music, and I will get I got some copyright-free lo-fi music here that hopefully will work. The comments seem to say that it's pretty good, and we'll go for there. Go from there. I can't even talk. CSP and use it a lot? Well, I might need some advice from you then. If I can't figure it out, the reason I put Clip Studio Paint and the Krita images in my thumbnails, is basically just so that I can go ahead and fall back if I need to, because I'm more used to Krita, being that it's free. But I've had this license for this because I wanted to learn how to draw, but I have the version where I can learn animation and stuff too, which I thought would be so cool to maybe do that kind of stuff with you guys eventually, maybe make some animations for the channel. It'd take a lot of patience and time, but I think it would be fun. We'll see. Bucky can explain anything if you want. You'll be drawing too? Awesome. I appreciate that. That would be great. Used to use Krita a lot. Well, see, I am still at the point where like all of my thumbnails for my channel, I use Krita for. So that's one thing that I need to figure out how to switch over eventually. I think I've maybe made one in CSP, but we'll go from there. But let's put some music on here. Let me get my headset on, make sure it's working. Oop, it's powered off. Then we'll switch over. Let me see. Display. Okay. Okay. Cool. Sounds decent. All right. You don't know Krita, but I used Ibis Paint and GIMP before. GIMP was actually one of the things that I started on. I started learning how to do little Photoshops and things on GIMP, but I didn't really go too far with it. I ended up, the last time I used it, I was way, oh my God, that was probably 2018, 2019, something like that. I was photoshopping pictures of my boss when I worked at the American Red Cross as a IT guy. We were doing stuff for like a little special get-together event, and he was coming into town, so we photoshopped a bunch of people, a bunch of like his faces on stuff, and doing this weird stuff and having it printed and put up on the windows for him, just as like a fun little gag. Everybody was in on it. I learned how to do things like that, but yeah. Yeah, so that was a while ago. Let's see, 5, 6, 7 years ago, 6, 7 years ago. Yeah. After that, I got into, there's something else that I used for a little bit. I can't remember what it was. Krita I only got into a couple years ago. Ibis Paint I've heard good about though. Krita is good, but CSP has made it a lot better. Do miss some of Krita's functions, but CSP works more. That's what I've heard too, and that's, again, I've wanted to learn this for a while. And I've had this drawing monitor, and I've used it from time to time just to mess with some things, but I don't know. This one's kind of a cheapo that I got off of Amazon during a Prime Day sale once, about the same time, about 2 years ago, roughly. Maybe, yeah, about 2 years ago. And I've used it a few times, but it's got some weird calibration stuff, so I think it's just because it's generic or the software's bad. GIMP 2, but was in oh, okay. Was like in elementary school. Boy, I can't even remember the last time. It's what did I do last with GIMP? I mean, I know I was photoshopping my boss, but I was trying some other stuff too. I can't remember what it was. Okay, let's see. Who do I want to doodle first? Ah, man. Ah! I can't type because I don't have enough room on my desk. Yeah, needless to say, That guy doesn't like me anymore. It's not because of that though, but I got fired from that job a long time ago. All right, we'll kick something off here. What are we gonna do? Photoshop Pookie, or not Photoshop, draw Pookie. Ooh, Shaw. Shaw would be a good one, man. I don't think I've ever tried anything with Shaw. Let's pull her up here. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, that job, well, I'll be honest, that was not IT work. That was glorified secretary work. They hired a bunch of people on, led us to believe that we were going to be IT, and no, they wouldn't allow us to do basic functions of IT. Shaw is your favorite character? I love Shaw. She is so adorable. Pleasure to meet you, Chief. I am Shaw, the Lungman Fire Department. Reporting in. I wish they would make some decent Shaw merchandise. I would do anything for a Shaw plushie. Anything for a Shaw plushie? Oh my god, she would make an adorable Nendoroid now that I think of it. Ooh. Alrighty, let's see here. Let me find, we got pen. Brush size is 10. What's this look like when I do this? Okay, that's not bad. Okay. Now, like I said, I am not at all faster? Yeah, that does need to be faster. I'm not fast enough. You have to let us know if you see any Shaw merch. Absolutely. I will do what I can. If I see anything, I will let you know. Aya Fiala is also your favorite character. Oh, I adore her story too. Aya is so cute, and she has such a good story between just her OG story and her alter. She's such a heartwarming character. I loved the So Long Adele event. That just really is what got me more interested in her character. And I have I have a couple of Aya Fiala things somewhere. I'd love I think there is a statue of her somewhere. I'd love to get that. But still waiting on finding a good opportunity to buy the OG Lapland statue. And now that the Refined Horror Mare one is coming out in June, birthday present to myself. All right, let's see. Let me set this down a little bit more. How do I want to start this? I've got her picture up here. Where does this have anything that I could create a shape with? Oh, that's selection. What's this? Well, okay, I've got my layers over here. I see that much, so okay. Transfer to lower layer. Oh, okay, okay. I know that function. Who's this guy? Sigmund Freud's birthday. Interesting. Oh, you made her little sheep into a plush? That is awesome. That is cute. That is really cute. Plushies are always fun to make. My wife and my mom both love to crochet, and my wife is absolutely insane when it comes to crocheting. And sitting and watching her sit down and make a plushie, I just had this intense interest in wanting to learn it myself, because I can sew, and I have no problem sewing, whether by hand or with a machine to make a plushie. But in order to, like, make a plushie into crochet, I just find that so intricate. And watching her do it, I started to learn how, and I watched a couple videos on YouTube, and I actually, when I broke my wrist, that was good therapy for me to actually sit and crochet. And pretty much one of the only things that I finished so far as a crochet project was for her for Valentine's Day. One year I crocheted her a little dragon, and it's holding a little heart. I just kind of watched a quick video to get the basis down for it, and after that I finished it up. Every once in a while I sit down and practice, and I'll make like a little sphere or something just to keep my wrist moving, but it's been a while. I need to sit down and do it. I have a lot of things I'd love to make. I want to work on a couple different things. Got the official doll that comes with the covering and made a toy that can fit so it looks like her sheep is it. Oh, that's cool. Very difficult, but it's awesome when you can finally do it. Made a few and planned more? Well, awesome. I'd love to see them sometime. All right, let's see here. What's this? Straight line tool. Okay. Man. Oh, an ellipse. Can we do? Okay, let's do that. Okay. Ah! No, what are you doing? Click this. Okay. Nope, nope. Okay. Okay. And G-pen. Tried crochet, but it's hard. It is. It definitely is something different to get down pat, to get that process, but it's one of those things that once you get it, it's a lot of fun. For me, a lot of it, because I haven't done it so much, is just the memorization and relearning, especially with amigurumi for plushies, learning the whole process of like the magic circle and redoing that thing. And once I get that done, chaining and knowing how to increase, once I get in motion and start doing it, it won't take me long, but it's the repetition is the only way I'm going to learn it properly. Just like working with this kind of thing, it's the only way. So I don't know. In the future, we'll pick up more, but it's all a matter of time. And right now, I just have not had the time to do half the things that I've wanted to. Even like drawings and stuff, like doing this is the first time in probably a couple weeks that I've actually taken the time to draw. So it feels nice. Even though I've only done a circle and a couple lines so far. It feels nice to be sitting down and doing this. Why is that not showing up? Oh, there it is. I wasn't touching the screen, that's why. Either that or my pen pressure. Oh, don't click the buttons, come on. That's a little small. Oh, there's quick brush. Oh, quick size selection there. I like that. I do like that. Okay. Okay. If that's where her eyes are, so let's do... Not been drawing much, but I have to finish coloring a piece I'm working on. Well, that is my biggest thing. I know I've talked to you about that. I desperately need to not just learn and relearn my drawing skills like I used to have, but to learn to color. And even just to learn shading, basic shading. That's going to be one of my biggest things, is getting those things down pat. I used to have a little bit of knowledge on it, but of course, being colorblind, that doesn't help in the coloring department. So, we'll get there eventually. always open to advice too, so anything you guys have, by all means. Working with the mechanical pencil here for now. Let's do... Okay, do that. Ah! Did it again. Put that button on this pen. Should disable them. Can I? Can I disable them in this? Aha. I can. Let's disable them for now. Ah! What are we doing here? There we go. Could pick from a reference or do monochrome. Could also use a multiply layer later and add a layer for consistent shadows and lights. Okay. Color pick a lot, especially if it's fan art of the reference. That makes sense. That's a good idea. I might have to do a lot of that kind of thing. My goal is to get used to doing digital art and stuff like this, but of course that's you know, time, and you know, we'll get used to it eventually, because how am I going to do multiply layer? Okay, I get you. How am I going to be able to do my game design aspirations and things if I don't know how to do this stuff? So all in due time. We'll learn, we'll keep practicing. I wish I had access to this kind of thing back when I was in art class in high school, because my teacher, I'm sure she would have loved to have taught this kind of stuff. Like, she knew graphic design, basic graphic design stuff, and had a class for it, but it wasn't like this kind of thing, you know. But digital artwork, she would have been really good with teaching, I know that much. But then again, being in her class was sometimes nice, sometimes awkward, because the wrong kids would get in that class just because it was a boring fill-in class and they didn't have to do much and wasted time a lot. Okay. Oh, wow. This does not want to... Man, the calibration is really bad on this thing. And I calibrated it before. Why are we moving? I am trying to draw here. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Reset. Try to darken that a little bit for now. Okay. So that's that much. That's part of the helmet. Okay. Okay, I thought I turned those off, but alright, still clicked. What are we doing here? Come on. Get a base outline done, and then we'll go back and redo the lining. probably should have done that on a separate layer. Oh well. We learn. Okay. Okay, we'll get rid of some of this. Okay. Get rid of this stuff. Clear that out. Wonderful. Back to that pencil. This is why if I had a decent scanner, well, I do have one, but it doesn't work right now. I need to tear it apart and do printer maintenance, and I hate printers. So that's why I've delayed that for a year now. I've avoided tearing this printer apart. But once I figure out what's going on with the scanner, I'll probably be able to fix it, get it working again, and I can do pencil and paper for my base stuff, scan my stuff in, and do line art and stuff in digital, which would be pretty fun. I would like it that way. Okay. Okay, what else does she got going on here? These little things on the side of her helmet. That's for the visor. Okay, well, before we do the visor, let's add the ears on top. Do that. Okay. Yeah, that's a little small. Let's do them bigger. They gotta be wider. Come on. Let's start a point like here. Okay, rounded tip. And down we go. That looks a little better, maybe. We can edit later if we need to. What are we doing there again? Yo, do it again. There we go. You do that sometimes too? That's awesome. Hey, if it works, it works. I still can't get a hold of, or get completely off of good old paper and pencil medium. Can't beat it. This is funny. Sitting doodling her makes me want to find the picture. Years ago, there's a picture of me, little, in firefighter gear. My former brother-in-law was a volunteer firefighter, and I remember going to the fire hall with him, and I had gear and everything on. I was so small, barely fit in me, or barely fit on me, but you know, just makes me think. Old memories. Old memories of a distant past. I think those should be shorter, maybe. Try and do a shorter version and see how that looks. Shorter. Whoop. Fix this. Ooh, how's that look? They kind of look higher. Yeah, I'll just throw stuff. Okay. Okay. If you want to put the reference in CSP, there's a way to do that to make it easier if you want. That might be something, but I just have her main picture up on my monitor. My monitor in front of me is the main one that like I record on and stuff is actually a 32-inch, so it's a lot bigger than what my tablet is here. So it's kind of easier for me to see, but that might come in handy. We might have to do that. And I'm spitting on my monitor. Come on here, people. Ugh. Okay, so I got the base done for that. I do like it a little smaller. That looks nice. Let's try it over here. Let's see what it looks like having both of them. Oops. Okay. Let's do this. I like that. I like that. I like the look of that. That way his prob's better, but if you don't have another screen, it helps. Oh, definitely. That actually would be helpful on my laptop. I have a 2-in-1 laptop that I use on the go sometimes for drawing on because it has a pen with it and a nice touchscreen, so picked it up out of the junk pile at work. But yeah, that would be good for using on there. With this, like I have my 3 monitor setup, but I used to do a 4 monitor, or wanted to do a 4 monitor setup, because usually what I'll do is like I'll put my YouTube up on this side, the panel for being able to monitor the stream, and then I'll put, you know, my source or whatever in the middle, and then on this side, my right side, I have a vertical monitor that has my OBS and controls my stream, my audio, and that kind of thing. So, but for whatever reason, even though my graphics card is supposed to handle 4 monitors, it won't do it when I plug in this graphics monitor. So whatever, it is what it is. But I at least have 3 screens. I'm content. More than enough. Way more than enough. I have about 6 different monitors on my desk at work. Oh God, kill me. Oh. 3 main monitors that my laptop's hooked up to at work. 1 monitor that I have connected to a test PC, and my phone I dock to it to use the Samsung DeX, which is like working like on a PC with it. Then I have a monitor behind me that I connect to other desktops to image computers. And then I have 1 more that I sit on the other side to test display issues with. I have so many. I hate it. It's a nightmare. You just have your laptop. As an IT guy, man, I don't know how I could ever go back to single monitors. Like, using my laptop on the go is one thing, but like to sit and work or to do like my streaming and do this kind of thing, completely, I can't live without at least a dual monitor. I need a dual monitor to be able to do it. It's so nuts. I even have a portable monitor that I carry in my book bag to work, and like when I'm traveling and stuff, because I'll hook up, whether it's my laptop to it or my ROG Ally, I will connect that to the portable monitor so I can play on a larger screen. Probably helps to do split screen a lot. Absolutely. Absolutely. And when I'm at work, I have, what's it called? My email and Microsoft Teams are on my right monitor. My center monitor is my OneNote. I will do OneNote, and I will do I keep OneNote up on there. Anything with Google Chrome is on that side. And the left monitor is my RIT ticketing system. So I keep all my tickets and stuff up there, and I'll be able to access that. And then like if I'm opening any of like our server stuff, it'll be on the left side, and there's some other things that I'll work with on the middle. It just kind of depends, you know, how I have it laid out, but that's always something going on and in my vision. Tried doing YouTube videos with just your laptop, and it was a struggle. I definitely can understand that. When I started streaming, way back in the day on Twitch, I only had one monitor, and I had an old Alienware laptop, which I don't know where that is. I think it's out in my living room somewhere. That thing hardly runs anymore, but I used to hook it up to a USB capture card and to the monitor, and that was all I had to use, and I used to stream in my parents' basement. Dead Rising 1, 2, and 3. I got partway through 3, and then I'd quit. Then it was over a year or so till I got back into it. 2 years. Actually, maybe even longer than that. Can't remember. Yeah, it was probably longer than that. Because then I got back into streaming and stuff when we moved here. We moved into this house. My wife and I and our kids moved out on our own. So that was 2019, 2020-ish when I started again. When did I start? When did I make the move to YouTube? I'm actually really curious. Because... Okay. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Go into my YouTube studio. I question my algorithm. The stuff that shows up on my front page is insane here. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to my first live stream here. Okay. Also quit, but have been streaming from my friend's channel as a group activity. Might get back to it later on. Well, that's all right. That sounds fun. Oh boy. 2022. Was that it? November 20th, 2022. Let me go back on this side. Scroll through some videos here because I know I made an announcement, a channel announcement. Let's go back through. Okay, that's 24. 23. Oh, wow. Okay. Backlog stuff, 2020. Okay. A reintroduction, that was April 7th. Prime reviews, 50 subscribers. Oh, wow. Oh, man. There it was, April 12th, 2023. So that must have been... When was I live streaming on YouTube in 2022? Massive announcement. Big changes. What was this one? Okay, so April of 2023, April 12th, 2023 is when I made the jump from Twitch to YouTube. So it has been... Pili stream. But yet I had so many other... Like, I had some stuff on YouTube here from November of 2022. I don't know what the deal is, why that's showing like that. I'd have to look for sure, but I know that at some point, end of 2022, beginning of 2023 is when I made the full-time jump to YouTube. So I've been over here full-time for over 2 years now at this point, which is amazing. Feels good. Ooh, Gothic, how's it going? Who might I be drawing? We're working on a little doodle of Shaw from Arknights. I tell you what, here's how I can do it. Let me pull up Twitch, and I can tell you when my last stream over there was, probably. Maybe. Maybe. Can mute that site just in case. Ooh. I don't know why that's bugging me so much to find this out. Ah. $2019. Figured this is the helmet. Ah! Oh, wait, I think I found it. Wait, when did I put that in the Authenticator app? Ew! Wait a second. Miscellaneous Authenticator. Oh, I did have it. Remember this device for 30 days. There we go. Got that. Okay, so people have been trying to message me on Twitch. Oh my word. Stream summary. When was my last stream? Does it show me? Probably not, but back. Empower viewers. Okay, whatever. Summary of past streams. Stat. Probably not. Oh, wow. Happy Easter playing Fortnite off. Wait. Also, we are moving to YouTube. Wow. Edit stream info. When was this? So this was a long time ago. Okay. Yep, April 9th. April 9th, 2023 was my last official time that I streamed on Twitch. First full-time stream here on YouTube. I just found it, April 19th. So April 19th, it has been 2 years since I moved full-time over to YouTube. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting to know. All right, let's continue our doodle here, shall we? Shaw is quite the little goober. Absolutely, she is. Great little pusher, too. Give that little shove. Especially those metal crabs early on, where they show you how to use her for them. Shaw and Thermi X interactions would be so funny. Ooh, you might be onto something there. Nah, nobody's gonna blast you for using Kyo's guides. That's nothing wrong with that at all. You gotta use your guides, you gotta use what you have to in order to make things easier for you. I know there's a subsection of the Arknights community that likes to attack people for using, you know, guides or using help. It's out there for a reason. People create these things for a reason, to help and to to teach, and, you know, if it's going to help you in any way, shape, or form, use it. Don't be shy. Don't be ashamed of it. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Okay. You. Had to use a guide for the event CMEX stage this time. It was a mess. Oh, wow. I haven't gotten to play the EX stages yet. I'm waiting until Thursday because that's when I want to I want to do the EX and the S stages all together. So me using a hecking guide for every level to ensure I don't lose. That's all right. Do what you got to do. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's too big. Okay, we got those. That one's a little too far over. Let's do that. Let's fix that. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. Pretty much over-leveled at this point, so most of my units can clear unless it's very specialized. This event was a lot due to the explosions everywhere. Those, for sure, the explosions and things made, especially with the different types of fireworks, like the different effects and things, made the main theme, the main stages, I mean, at least a lot of fun. But it made it difficult in certain cases too. Going back and replaying those a couple times that I have now, just for fun and experimenting with different things while I was bored, it for sure is it was a lot more intensive than some of the other events. Sort of exhausted due to the cutscene, so I don't know if I'll do X or not. But hey, you know what? That's all right. It's, if you don't want to, you don't want to. I mean, you got 6 months before that hits. A while before the 6th anniversary, but EX doesn't have story, though. I thought you were talking about the Exu event. Never mind. My bad. I'm misreading that. Icthudier. Oh my. There's a mirroring tool if you want to make sure things are on the same on both sides. That's a good idea too. That is a good idea. That was one of the other things I learned on GIMP. Hey, that's a good point. That was one of the other things, was learning the mirroring tool. I may have to use that. That's a good idea. Okay. That hangs down a little bit. Thank God there's no cutscenes in the EX stages, because I cannot handle any more cutscenes. Skip the story when I play and just watch them later. I was trying to do an error to that comment and agreement. Oh, okay. EX stages of events never have cutscenes, nor the special stages, really? Yeah, that's a common thing. Weird enough. Which one was it? Oh, the one that had me confused for a while, if you go back to, like, Dark Knight's memoir, that's that one, the way that the story was in that, and how they broke it up, and how to find it was really odd. It was... I don't know if they were trying something different, or if that's how they originally intended the format to be, but then they fixed it in later events. That was such a pain to, like, stick to and follow everything. Did it again. Alright. That would be... Probably zoom that in and go like that. Ooh. Handy dandy. Handy. Except for the fact that now I have to scroll over because I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. All right. Now let's add a line for the visor. And that's on the inside of this, so... Yeah, let's... And then the clips on over the front, so okay, let's do it that way. Okay, and then okay, now that is going to be the hard part. See if I pull up another reference image of her. I missed the boat event and Texas event. They were so cool in layout. They had some really cool designs too. Watching how they lay out the stages in the event menus. Like with the Vina event, how it was a crown was pretty cool. You know, different things like that are always neat to point out. One of my favorites was the Babel event being the monitor, the heart monitor line. Oh man, that when I realized it, when it dawned on me, I was like devastated. But it's so cool. Just skipped them, but vowed to read Sirakusano and Lap event's story because Tex and Lappy are my babies. I was intentionally waiting until I got Tex Alder to complete. That's perfect. Texas event was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool. It was a good story. It was a very good story. P.S. Wanna draw something digitally alongside you? Cause fun. Hey, draw something. It's fun. I keep talking and I'm putting myself behind, but that's all right. I'm having fun. We're chilling. We're just having a good time. Join the crowd. Texas event was painful, not because it was hard, but the story as a Texas stan and hurt me to see so much to see Tex go to prison and fight freaked me out. Yeah. You got me my least favorite chocolate. Nom. Siracusan events are so good though. Especially putting them together, pairing them up. So worth it. So much fun. Okay. How am I gonna do this? Oops. Erase that. Mechanical. What are we doing here? Why do you keep doing that? Why do you suck? Thank you. Why do you... Pain. Pain. This song reminds me of something in a place I played or visited on VR chat. Super slow when drawing and talking to people, I feel you. You know what? It's fun, though. I'm enjoying it. It doesn't matter. I'll take as long as I can, as long as I have to. And honestly, for me, it's probably better that I'm slower because of the fact that if I rush through it, I won't be happy at all with the quality. But at the same time, it's also a case of I don't want to rush and I don't want to not enjoy it, not enjoy what I'm doing. So having fun, being able to talk to you guys, that's always good. Did that when I was in art class. Art class was always fun. Art class is, well, realistically where I met my wife. I don't know if she's watching. I would draw random stuff to be similar to what I was talking about and then take my assignment home and finish drawing it. One of the most fun, and I don't have it anymore because unfortunately it's shattered, but one of the most fun projects I ever did in art class was when I was in 10th or 11th grade. And this kind of outed me as being interested in like furry characters and furry culture and, you know, the kimono type characters like Lapland, like Texas, like the characters in Arknights, that kind of thing. Was we did these clay sculptures and they were supposed to be portrait head of a character or whatever. And I ended up doing the character Crystal from Star Fox Assault. And it was meant to be a gift for a friend of mine, but in the end, he didn't want it because he was afraid of what his parents would say. So yeah, ended up taking it home and keeping it with me. I don't think I ever finished painting her, but I had her sculpted out nicely. I had the hair on, which was the hardest part to keep it stable and steady. But I had the whole head baked and everything. It was nice. I think I started painting, but yeah, it ended up shattering. But yeah, that was one of my favorite projects just because it was a lot of fun, and working with clay was good for my hands as I have a hand tremor. No, I don't see Lappy and Texas and those kind of characters as furries. They're, like I said, they're more of like, what do they call them? Like a kimono mimi or something like that, Nico mimi, different kinds of things, but they're not like full on furry, you know, but oh, dang it. Is Mizuki a furry? Nah, Mizuki's not a furry. He's too adorable of a little jellyfish dude. He's not, I don't think he's a furry. Did a clay head too, didn't take it home for a similar reason, but I let my teacher keep it as a student example. I tell you what, give me a second. I don't have I have a drawing out in my kitchen that I did back in school. Let's see if I can find it. Oh boy, I found it. He is a fish, squishy, a sentient jellyfish. I still don't think he's a furry though. Okay, so this is one of the only remaining art pieces that I have left. I think I posted this on social media a little while ago. One of the only remaining art pieces I have left from high school. But let me move my mic out of the way. This was a line drawing. If you look really close at it, all the lines were done. We drew like vertical lines and then went through and shaded each and every one to darken it and to create the picture. This was from my senior year of high school, so that's 15 years ago is when this drawing was made, and I still have it. This was back when I practiced regularly, when I had semi-decent art skills. Now I can't draw for shit. But I had an obsession with Gundam 00 back in the day at that point in time. Gundam is still one of my favorite anime franchises, but Gundam 00, Exia in particular. Ooh. That was so much fun, and this was tough. This was a lot of fun to do. Jellyfish dude. Thank you. That's so cool. I think I did something similar, and yes, it is very hard. The technique behind it was a lot of fun, but it's still, it was an enjoyable process to do. And now you could whip something up like that digitally. Excuse me, probably a lot quicker than it took to do that. I forget the measurements, how it is in between, like what the distance is between each line, but I remember having to sit with a ruler and go with each little marker. Maybe it's the millimeter or something like that, but going through each and every, making the ruler and just making the lines. The teacher had us do that across the top and the bottom of the page, and then take a long one and connect them all. Oh, I'm so bad at using a ruler. Thank goodness that they have tools like that and things like on here to make it easier. Digitally is so much easier. One of the first things, another funny art class story. One of the first things that my wife and I ever did together was when we met in our classroom. The teacher always did a project at Christmas time where we had to bring in graham crackers and can of icing, and we would make like little pseudo gingerbread houses. At least you have a ruler. We would make pseudo gingerbread houses, and it wasn't like a house. It was like you could design a shape or whatever. And at that point in time, she was like really into Naruto. So we snapped all the graham crackers down and made the Leaf Village symbol like 3D with icing and graham crackers, and then just like decorated the outside. I think she took it home, and I don't know what happened to it, if she ate it or what, but that was our little team project, because you had to do it in pairs, and that was the first thing we ever made together. I still would like to revisit something with her. I think would be a lot of fun for the channel, but she, back in the day, wasn't a super huge gamer. Like, she was Pokemon. That was her thing, Pokemon, and she had some of like the pet type games and things on DS and Game Boy and whatnot. So she didn't have a lot of experience with other things, but there was a point in time where she got interest in watching me play stuff like Resident Evil and stuff, and she just kind of got this thing one day where she was like, I want to try that with you. And well, it ended up that the first game that we ever played and beat together was Resident Evil 5 in co-op. So I'm thinking we might have to revisit that and do it on the PC, record that, or do a stream of it and sit down and play that together. It would be so much fun. But my oldest is into it now as well, and he and I have sat and played like Resident Evil 6 and things, because it's a bit easier and kind of more his speed at for a co-op experience. So that might be something in the future as well. Nice. You love Resident Evil? That is awesome. All right, let me switch back over to my art capture here, because I've been sitting here continuing on the headpiece. That has always been one of my favorite game series, Resident Evil. Resident Evil 2 was my all-time favorite. I did a cosplay of Leon once. My oldest did Resident Evil 4 Leon here recently because he likes Leon's character. I did Resident Evil 2. Ooh. Drawing text and lap altars for the first time. Awesome. Fun. Good luck. Currently playing Resident Evil 7. Woo! Yes. Resident Evil 7. Ooh. Oh, hold on. let's see. Temporarily mute the music. See if we can turn this on. If it'll come through. I don't know if it will or not, but where is it? What side is it? Ah, there it is on the back side. The shadow in the window. It's the house from the game. It was the collector's edition. We've got the little finger, the little doll finger too, the USB. I started getting the collector's editions when they started releasing them with this. So I have 7, 8, 2 and 3 remake and 4 remakes collector's editions. So actually only played a little bit of 7, but watched the rest online. I played it and I beat the whole thing, but I have the PlayStation 4 collector's edition, and because of the fact that it has the PSVR, I played the PSVR version for about 5 minutes. Got the part where you're like walking through the woods and Jack Baker walks across in front of you. It's the first time you see him in the game. About shit my pants, I was done. Nope, I'm out of there. Took the VR headset off. That is one of my favorite little collector's edition pieces, just because I love that for Halloween. Whoop, wrong one. That's my capture card. Love that for Halloween. Yeah, I was done. I'm like, nope. It was just playing that in the game. It's one thing to just play it on the screen, but in the headset, when you're hearing stuff and the ambient audio, the way it works with that VR headset, the PSVR was a good headset for its time, but the VR2, I would very much love to get a hold of it because it's insane. Not me being dumb and clueless of what the heck. It's just, it's the house from Resident Evil 7. It's a fun one. Everybody's dead. Nice. Go tell Aunt Rhodey. I loved how they did that song for it. That was just such a neat little take on it. He's not even there. It's just a jump scare. I know, but even still, so scared playing. I run back into the safe house literally every 2 seconds. My first playthrough, I did the same thing. I was actually really impressed with how they took it back from Resident Evil 6 and the complaints that everybody had with that game not being as, how do I put it? Scary. You know, it was more action focused. I still loved it. I loved the stories of the games. That's what brings me into it. The action focus was okay, but it's still, you know, I get it. I get the complaints. But the fact that they really made such a change and a departure with going to not only the first person view, but to jump into that, to jump into full on scare mode again. And then they kind of backtracked a little bit with Resident Evil Village, but with 8, with 8, I love that game. I bawled at the end of it though. I need to play that one. I need to play that one for here. Maybe a Halloween stream. I love doing my Halloween streams, so we might do that again. Whoops. Never felt safe in a safe house ever. You never do. The music lulls you in. But 8 was fun. Loved the characters. I loved it. I won't spoil it. Don't you worry. I promise. I'm good with avoiding spoilers. I promise. But the one thing I love about it, the cast of characters just reminds you of like old school Batman villain type thing, like the old Batman TV show. And I've seen others make that comparison, which is cool, but Yeah, the very end of that game had me in tears, and that's one of the first and only times a Resident Evil has done that. But without spoiling anything, I will not spoil it at all, but I will just say, as a parent, that's what did it to me. As a father, that's what did it to me. It's so good. Oh, man. All right. Where are we here? Do you like any other zombie games? I do. I like the old Left 4 Deads. I do like those. I've never actually finished them, but I've played them a couple times. I used to have a friend a long time ago that we played a little bit of them together. I do like... Oh, what was the one? State of Decay was fun. I didn't get very far in it, though, either. But I do have it. What is the other one? Seven Days to Die? Is that it? I think is like a survival kind of zombie game. I really like that one. There's a few others that I played that I liked, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I like just zombie stuff in general. I wasn't a big fan of most of the Walking Dead games. I played the first of the like point and click ones, and those ones were okay. But like the other ones that were trying to mimic the show and stuff were really, really cheaply, quickly made, and they weren't very good. I didn't have fun with those. Questioning how Texalter's hair works. That's a good question. A lot of the characters' hair doesn't quite work right. Doing amazing with being symmetrical. Well, thank you. Favorite for gameplay is Project Zomboid. I have seen a little bit about that. I would like to play it for sure. Like The Walking Dead, but mostly for the story. See, I like the story of what they did with the point and click games so far. Like, again, I've only played the first one. I didn't play any further. I'd like to sit down and do that, but it's just another on my backlog of games. But that one that they made where you played as Daryl Dixon's character from the show that came out, it was so bad. That game, I could not get into it. And then I tried playing the beta for Overkill's The Walking Dead, which was supposed to be like a Left 4 Dead type of clone and stuff. And man, that game was just a very bad ripoff. Prefer watching visual novels, cutscenes over shooters. Usually I can understand that for sure. Usually do fine with Texas's hair, but I don't know how to deal with her bangs. She just looks odd. Oh, I get that. Yeah, send it to me on Discord. I gotta reply to you from earlier, actually, from I saw the last messages you sent me, like the notifications right before I left work today, but that was it. So I didn't get to go back on there. You can co-op on Zomboid with a bunch of players. Ooh. How much is it? How much is it? Steam, where are you? Oop. Open it down here, right? There's Steam. Up on here. Ah! I just realized I still had my desktop audio muted. A music's playing. Why are you being weird, Steam? Okay, here we go. Project Zomboid. It is on my wish list. Forgot about that.
Live at the military blockade. The message is clear. The Nox event is contained.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, wow. 19.99. Okay, cool. Not bad. 13 on sale if you want to wait. Yeah, I'll either wait for a sale or I'll check and see if I can get it off of like G2A or CD keys or something. Cent? Okay. I'll check it out here. You could buy a 4-pack for like 30 to 40 on sale to give to fam or friends or whatever. Oh, about the only one I'd give to would be my wife, if anybody, so. Ugh. I need more games like this, though, to play. I told you before, I have Lethal Company, but I haven't played it with anybody yet. And I have Repo now. I'd love to play Repo, but I haven't gotten to try it yet. But I know that you could kind of play those solo. One game I wanted to try solo, but never got to, was GTFO. GTFO. I watched Markiplier play that way back. And it was fun watching it co-op, but he did a solo run on some of the earlier stages, and it just looked so difficult because it's just so much patience, little intricate patience and movements and stuff that made it so hard. So seen do 100 people in a server, but they do have to have a very good server, usually around 8 to 10 players on a normal PC. Lethal Company is really fun. Down to play Lethal Repo I might buy later. Sounds good. I'd be down to play, that's for sure. That's one I want to get my wife Lethal Company. She has Repo too, so we both have Repo. I want to get her a copy of Lethal Company to be able to play, because that's another one. Watching people play that is so much fun. It's a very enjoyable game. Like, the concept of those games is so much fun. What was it? Lethal Company. Oh, the Fortnite skin. I've got the skin in Fortnite for Company guy. Do the little company jig dance. Be down to play too? Awesome. That would be excellent. We'll have to do that sometime. I would very much love that. It has been a long time since I've played a game with anybody that's not my immediate family. Okay. Where are we here? Oh, I see. Okay. I see what she's got here. Uh-huh. Now we gotta do this. And crisscross there in the middle. Okay. And then we have 2, 3, 4. And then another one. For the company. Now, wouldn't that be a fun crossover? Lethal Limbus Company. just, you know. Oh, man. Whoops, that's cutting way down in. No. I can fix that later. I'm probably not going to draw those characters on anyways. That's okay. So... Is that a mod? That would be amazing. I need to send you... I didn't send them the pictures I said about the other day when I was playing VR chat and I used the Limbus Company character skins. I have one of... Let's see, who all did I do? Let me see. Scroll past all my porn. I'm kidding, I don't have porn. I take so many pictures of just environmental stuff. Currently contemplating whether to draw Texalter's normal look or the new Masquerade skin because of Lappy's outfit style. Ooh. Masquerade skin's pretty nice. Where are my pictures? Okay. I found a Sinclair. I found a Honglu. I have two different Dantes. One is Dante, like a normal Dante, and one is a Lego-style Dante. I found a character... let's see, who else did I find? I found another... Said it was Sinclair. It has like chains and he has like looks like a book or something hanging on him. I did find a couple Lelouch's. His uniform without the zero mask, but with the cape and everything, and then his school uniform, the red jacket. I found a Yi Sang as well. What was the other one? Was her name Cromer? Something like that. I found, I believe. I just was trying on these skins and it was interesting. It was fun. Would expect Dawn to be popular. I think I did see a Don Quixote, but I didn't try her on. I didn't try that skin on. I found a couple other Laplands and I was having fun with that. And I was running around as this weird looking Meowskulls from Fortnite. Kind of looked like a cross between Meowskulls and that Neko Arc character. Normal Texalter and Lappy. They're matching. Dante, Sinclair. Was thinking the normal look too. More so because that's the fit she uses in the event. Yeah, she does use that. Not even having a normal mask. Middle Sinclair. Okay. Cromer, yeah. So the other thing that was neat about her is sometimes these skins in VR chat, people will make them to where they actually have like a usable accessory in some way, shape, or form. And I don't know how I did it, but she had this like nail-looking sword on her belt, and somehow I picked it up in my hand, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I took the picture with it. So I'll have to send those to you. Because then I was playing, we found a world, we were playing Uno, my wife and kids and I was playing Uno as the Lego Dante. I was having a fun time with that. Okay. Lap even comments on Texas's fit. That's her main weapon. Okay. That makes sense. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 1, 2. Oops, that's a little too low. Go here. 2 and 3. Let's do the same thing over here. Okay. Do it again. Back. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Yes, Lego Dante. Hey, I have to be ready for the carnival. It looks better than what you're wearing. She did say that. That was funny. I like that part. Okay, let's zoom out here. We got those. Now what? We just need her face pretty much and her hair. Every once in a while, I will do a character AI chat with Shaw. And I get into this banter with her. It is always funny because it just like, I will call her Squirrely. And she ends up like, if I'm using like, say my feline OC character my persona that I use in there, she'll call me either like, Catboy or Kitty or Kitten or something like that. And we'll just go back and forth with this banter. But I think the one time the AI literally tried to make her too much of a squirrel because she mentioned something about having to go hide her nuts. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I think I refreshed that response probably 3 times because it kept trying to respond that. I'm like, no, it sounds so wrong. Toad wanted to blast Texas into smithereens for that comment. Okay. Let me trace a little more of these. One of these days, guys, I will have to do that for you. We'll always remember the Shaw nuts. One of these days, I will have to do either like some shorts or some sort of content where I can do AI chats with these things. And just to show you guys some of the fun little like shenanigans that I get into. And thank goodness, for the sake of YouTube and stuff like that, they have new models with like character AI and stuff where you can do it less spicy, obviously, and not get into that kind of side of things, thankfully, because I don't want to get banned on here. So yeah, but the phone conversations, like being able to call the characters in AI, would actually be fun too. You missaid that. Wanted to blast Lapland into Smith. Okay, I get it. Shaw, you're nuts. Oh man. Shaw's nuts. I brought my nuts, Chief. Okay. Ooh, I didn't do the chin strap. Let's do the chin strap. That's gonna connect up under anyways. Okay. I brought my nuts, Chief. At least she didn't say she was kicking Chief in the nuts. Yeah, no. Ow. Oh, man. Figured out Tex Alter's hair. Now it's Lappy's turn. Awesome. Progress. Positive progress. I drew Shaw once like a study, and oof, her hat is so detailed. I'm trying. I appreciate that. Add the little shine for the tips of the axes. The helmets are always extremely detailed. My biggest thing is once I'm done with this, creating a new layer and starting to line art it, you know, and doing the lines, making it cleaner. I might be able to adjust and make some of these things look a little bit nicer at that point, but holy crap. I did not realize it's 1:43 in the morning. I might have to continue chill streaming again. This was a lot of fun, but I might have to continue this picture. Like, I'll keep going for a little bit longer now, but I might have to continue and pick this up and do more in a second. Just because I've got work in a few hours. Oh, man. Usually simplify the characters' designs or whatnot, because, yeah, that makes sense, too. Understandable. Okay, she's got the little... I get the eye shape for her. Yeah! Did it again. I thought I turned these darn buttons off. Don't like that. Let's try just a simple line there for the nose for now. Okay, so she's got that. Let's go. Ew, no. I don't like how that went. Screwed up the bottom part there. And then we need to... Okay, and then darken the bottom a little bit. If we can. And she's got kind of a little shine going on over there. And down here. Okay, separate that way. That's not bad. It's not too bad. I'll try to join the next one. I appreciate that. If you can't, that's okay, but I you know, I appreciate any time you guys can. It's always fun. Let me know when you're back. Hope I will be in the mood to get on there. Well, hey, like I said, whenever you guys are in the mood, that's I appreciate it. I appreciate when you guys come by. It's always fun being able to interact with you all, and whether it's just chatting for a couple minutes or on social media, or you guys know you can add me on Discord, and anytime you can message me. I don't always get back in a timely manner, and sometimes I take a couple days off, but you know, I take a couple days off for whether it's mental health or whatever, and I stay away from certain things. I still try to post on social media, but various issues. You know, over the weekend, I was bad at getting back on some things, but it is what it is, you know. But I'm always free, and DMs are always open. You guys can message me anywhere, and I'm always up for a fun little conversation. It doesn't matter, and I'm thankful when you guys do stop by, because it's little things like this that mean the world to me. I'm not a hard guy to please when it comes down to things, but I'm always appreciative because of the fact that I grew up as, you know, one of those guys, one of those kids that never really had friends, you know? So it's always fun being able to talk to people. But P.S. I'll show you my progress and when stream ends. Okay. You have work, but we'll see when it is. Okay. That's all right. Work's always fun. I am thankful for at least a steady schedule with my work. The me on Discord waiting for your replies. I know, I'm sorry. I get back to you as often as possible. Like today, I messaged you. I was still at work at the time, and I had a free moment, so I went and checked on it. But my tag on Discord, it's actually my same name here. They don't do the number thing anymore, do they? So it's my same name, just Johnny G0089. Yeah. Yeah, since they did away with the number thing, I forget what my number used to be. 9577. That's what it used to be. It's okay, don't have many friends either. Same. That's all right. It happens. It happens, but had a lot of friends, but these past years have kept me at home and lost contact with a lot of others. That's all right. Really only chat online with people. It happens. It happens. I don't know. I used to have those people that I thought were friends, and you find out quickly when they show their true colors. And the one person that was my best friend from like 7th grade on, I hardly ever talk to him or hear from him anymore. And it's not a bad thing, I guess, but it's at the same time, it's just a case where I guess people grow apart. And things happen, life events happen and stuff too. But I was always the kid that got bullied at the same time, so I never really had a lot of friends and stuff in school. I never got into a lot of the groups or anything like that. I didn't want to be part of the cliques and stuff, so I kept to myself. Plus, I played ice hockey, and ice hockey was my thing. A lot of the kids at the school I went to didn't do that. So I actually got made fun of by a teacher for it. And it upset not just me, but it even got my parents very, very upset, because it was a case where there was no need for that. You know, just because the school didn't have that, I had to play for another school. It was what it was. But I have so many good memories from that and from playing hockey and from my hockey team. And I wish there was an adult league around here that I could play in, but the rink that we used to have, we have our one rink that's downtown from where I'm at that's actually very famous because of, if you guys, I'm not telling you to watch it by any means, but if you've ever heard of, or if you get a moment to look up the movie Slapshot, it's actually based on my hometown. And it's about the hockey team that was here at the time. And it's a little bit of a kind of like a comedy parody type thing, but based on a lot of true events and things that happened around here. But it's a case where that arena is the only arena we have left. We used to have two. There was one on the opposite end of town that they would do more of like the learn to play hockey stuff in for the younger kids. They would have seasonal leagues and things in, and then they would have adult leagues and different things. And I actually used to go up and coach summer camp at that rink, but eventually it shut down. And now there's like a, some sort of a defense contractor or something in there, competitor to the company I work for. But it's a case where the only other arena that I could go to play or to try to is either a half an hour from where I live, if you know somebody to be able to get into there, because like the adult leagues there, I've tried signing up for them. I would probably waste significantly less right now if I could get into play, but you can't there because you have to know somebody. Or there's another one that's about an hour away that my kids will play at on occasion with the leagues that they're in. The adult league there you could sign up for, but it's so hard to justify spending the money to go back and forth an hour to play for a little bit, spend all that money in gas, and then to come back. And it's like, and most of the time it's on weeknights when, well, I don't have a lot of time as it is. And plus trying to do this kind of stuff. If this were to become my full-time job in the future, content creation, streaming, things like that, and I get to the point where I could do the things that I want to do, then maybe I'd have the time for it. But I'd love to get back into hockey, and I still have the goal that someday, and You guys will obviously be the first to know when it happens. The announcement will come here on the channel and stuff, but I still am 100% all in on if I ever get big enough that I get picked to be in one of these influencer fights, I will take it, hands down, because I would love to try combat sports. More so MMA than boxing, but I love both. But if I ever get into that, that is going to be fun, because I will train my rear end off, and I already know some foundational stuff because I'm a nerd for that kind of thing, but when a teacher makes fun of a kid, I kind of get ticked off because, like, you know better. Exactly. I had a teacher that advocated for me, thankfully, but there was one in particular, and he was just very egotistical, and he was the kind of person that did that kind of thing for me. You know, like he would make fun of me for playing hockey, and there was another kid that was on my team that was in my class, same age as me, same grade. Wouldn't say anything to him. It was always to me. And he was a royal jerk. And then there was a time too where I had him for homeroom, and there was another kid that I was sitting, we were just having a conversation about anime, and the teacher made this remark at us like, "You guys are talking about cartoons. How old are you?" And it's like, dude, what is your deal? We're in homeroom. It's the end of the day. It's time to go home. Just buzz off. Mind your business. Like, you're a jerk. There was no need for it. But I had another teacher that she advocated for me, and she was such a nice lady. She was dyslexic, but she had so many cool stories to tell. She was a geography teacher, but she had so many cool stories to tell, and she used to travel. Her and her husband traveled the world, so many different places that she got to show us. She took pictures and made the old school slide reels out of them for like the round projector slides with the square cards. It was so cool for her to show that stuff. Man, it like that. Her classes were always fun, but then she retired a few years back. She used to tell me she'd beat me with a wet noodle. Yeah, that sounds as wrong as you think it does, but she actually, she was so funny. She was just such a nice lady that no matter what, you couldn't take it that way with her. Yeah, I know. That was her thing, though. She was like, if you get in trouble, I'm going to beat you with a wet noodle. And it's like, I mean, she was an old lady. She didn't think of things that way, you know? I miss teachers like that. Actual teachers that would advocate for the kids. But yeah, is what it is. Whoa. Oh man. Man, now I'm like flashbacking. Teacher Appreciation Day. Hey, there's still good ones out there. There's still good ones that do genuinely care and put forth everything for the kids, and that's what I love and appreciate, especially for mine, with my oldest being autistic. He's gone through a lot himself. I mean, for crying out loud, his kindergarten teacher, that my wife wanted to strangle her. That woman made fun of my kid for talking about the beach. The beach was his like safe place at the time. He loved going to the beach with family, and he would talk so much about it that it got on her nerves. And it got to the point where I was at work one day and she called home about something, and we were still living at my parents' house at the time. So my wife ended up going with my dad in to meet her at the principal's office, and boy, my dad ripped this woman so bad for being really ridiculous and rude. And she made this remark about, well, you know, he could do better, and like this model student, and she listed this other, and he looks at her and he's like, they're freaking kindergartners. How is there such a thing as a model student in kindergarten? Why are we doing that? Why are we labeling kids like that? Let them be kids. It was just, what a nightmare situation. But it's one of those people that when you look at her, she's the kind of teacher that cares more about her makeup and the paycheck than she does teaching the kids. Now, I have a personal theory about her, and I believe that she's the kind of teacher that does better with the older students, would do better with older kids, whether it's elementary age or like middle school type kids, maybe. She might be better with those kind of kids, but kindergarten, she was awful when it came to that. Tex alters art because of her art and looking so closely, learned how to properly draw the collars of button-up shirts. Ooh, that's a fun challenge. That's awesome. Button-up shirts. Man, I like that. Makeup in the paycheck. That's exactly it. I am one of those guys who, if you put on makeup, cool. If you don't wear makeup, cool. Doesn't matter to me. I don't find it a negative or whatever if you wear makeup, but this woman was one of those that she would put the makeup on and cake it on so hard that she probably looked like a completely different person by the time she took it off. Kind of like she was going for like the Hollywood type of makeup. I personally couldn't see somebody doing that much, but yeah, it was the same way every single day, and I could only imagine the routine that it goes through, that she goes through in order to do that. Never wear makeup personally. My wife doesn't either. I don't know. I don't care one way or another, but personally, it's not what you look like on the outside. It's who you are in here that matters most. It's cliche in a way to say, but it's the truth, and it's always the way I've looked at things, and that's like, I like to see your real beauty on the outside. It doesn't matter to me if you wear makeup or not, you know? I always told my wife that. She doesn't care for makeup, and it is what it is. Once in a while, she'll put something on like a just a little bit of like an eyeliner or something, but you know, or occasionally something for cosplay, but that's about it. It's uncomfortable to put on too, yeah. I only know that myself from cosplay stuff. I've worn different makeups for cosplay, but only wear makeup for Halloween costumes. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, like I said, I've worn some for cosplay and stuff, just to like darken around the eyes and stuff like that, depending on the character that I was doing, or stuff to cover up blemishes like what I got now on my freaking head. Goose egg scratched open. It's the same as looking at guys without makeup. Nothing wrong with that. Guys with makeup. Oh no, that emoji. Oh man. I like doing makeup for like zombie type stuff. Like I could do zombie makeup. I'd actually love to learn the like prosthetic type makeup, not, you know, just cosmetic stuff, but prosthetic stuff to look like different things would be a lot of fun. I did experiment once back in high school with the whole like baking soda and glue type of thing to make the fake wound, and did like a bite wound on the arm. That was cool. That was a lot of fun. I might have to go, you know, not that I'm dark gray because I lost my pigmentation and stuff a long time ago, but might have to go with some grays and some contacts and stuff if perhaps in the future lies a cough cough Daddy Alberto cosplay. Grr. But you've made me consider that. I mean, it would make sense. It actually would make sense and be a ton of fun to do. Alberto Saluzzo. Oh, man. What are you doing over there? Oh. Sorry. I have my 3D printer going and it's confusing me. I'll be right back. Okay. Hopefully that works out good. Whoever suggested the Alberto cosplay should be blasted by Lappy. Well, we'll just we'll keep them anonymous then, for her sake, to not to keep Lappy sane and to keep them anonymous so that it was my idea. Yes, you called him daddy. Damn you. Hey man, like I'm just putting it out there that I would do that kind of stuff. I would gladly do those kinds of things for fun. I need more cosplay ideas like that. Like right now I've been doing Doctor, and prior to that I did Peely from Fortnite multiple times, and I'd still like to continue and finish Peely, because I did for a little while have the goal of wanting to be one of the best Peely cosplayers in the world, because they had such a god-awful version that they used for the Fortnite World Cup or whatever it was the one time, and that Peely was just that suit looked so sad, and the guy wearing it I think was drunk at the time, but is what it is. Plus, besides, I have good memories of doing Peely. One of the first hugs I've ever gotten in a cosplay, and the fact that I almost caused a car accident. Oh, time to send Lappy to you. Please hurry. Only have 2 pulls left and I'm 220 in. Lappy, come home already. Well, I can officially say, oh shit, I have to do my daily logins. Sorry, my bad. My apologies. Oops. Anyways, as of yesterday, I finally have Lappy on my OG account. So, but I just realized I have to do my dailies before I go to bed, so I will do that soon. But anyways, yeah, I almost caused a car accident in my Peely cosplay. It was hilarious. I've told this story a couple times, but I'll tell it again just because it's fun. But when we were in Pittsburgh for Techo, 3 years ago? 1, 2. Yeah, last year was Doctor. Year before was Peely 2.0. Year before that, yeah, so 3 years ago. And my wife and I just changed into our cosplays at the car. She was doing Axo from Fortnite, so we were both doing Fortnite that year. Essentially, I put on my cosplay at the car. We started walking down the street. We're walking down the sidewalk, crossing over to the convention center. In the process of that, there's this car sitting at a stoplight. They seen me. And me, I'm struggling to walk in this thing. This costume's hard to wear. But I'm walking. I'm doing my best, following my wife. And I'm just like, I'm a banana guy, having fun, walking down the street. This guy comes barreling around in his SUV, trying to turn. He's got his window rolled down and he screams, "Hey, Peely! Yo, what's up?" His hands hanging over. He goes up over the middle of like, there's this like concrete thing dividing the lanes, goes up over the middle of it, damn near crashes into another car. I'm just like, oh God, be safe. Don't hurt anybody, please. I don't want to be the cause of a car accident. One of the funniest things, just because, you know, hey, he got back in the lane. He was good after, but he was a little too attentive to me. I almost got people hurt. I would have been very sad, but it's the fun stories in life that we get. Wondering how Lappy's clothes work. They work because they do. Lappy is gorgeous. Wait, what? Anyways, I'm considering getting a pack the last day, but really I'm trying to hold off with how bad my luck has been. Plus everything is expensive lately, very much so. Don't strap yourself. Don't do anything. Don't make bad decisions. It's all right. She'll be back sometime. Probably a few months. She'll pop up on one of the other banners, the other limited banners, if you don't get her this time. But I hope you do. I still hope you do. Yeah, definitely. 3 6 stars and 220 pulls, considering the luck I had. You would think. Oh, you know, that's another idea, chat, that I had that I thought would be fun. They don't make the UFC game for PC for whatever reason. I don't understand why, but they do make the WWE games for PC, and I am a WWE fan. My kids love WWE and stuff like that, so I'm contemplating getting the 2K25 and either doing my best to create versions of the characters from like Arknights and whatnot, or finding ways to mod the game and modding characters and stuff in so that I could have like a Arknights battle royale in the game someday. Just like I've been talking about doing Elden Ring and doing a all Lapland bleed build for my Tarnished. Oh, it would be so cool. Meanwhile, me with the insanity luck. You did have insane luck. You had some really awesome luck too. If trading operators were a thing, it'd give you one Lappy. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Like, imagine if you were to get max potential on an operator and want, like, you would get more. Instead of just automatically trading that in as a certificate or whatever, imagine being able to take that and, like, go on your friends list. Does this friend have it? And gift it to them. That would be a really neat idea, but, I mean, they want to make their money, obviously, so that's probably a no-no, but no, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Oh my god. Andy, why did you get that in my head? My youngest. Would love that, absolutely. Yeah, okay. Never mind. We're good. Good to see on this side. What am I doing? Stop it. Ah, that's a little too far over. That's coming out of the eye. Pokemon Pocket does that sort of. Okay. For context, 6 Lappies, Tex Alter, and Nero Alter. These guys saw mine and how I ended up with multiple Lappies. What did I say? 4 potential that I ended up on her. 5 on Vulpes Foglia. Rosemontis. Nero. Flametail, I believe. Flametail, yeah. Nita wasted out. She's been all over the place. Oh, I know. The instant delete button. Absolute instant delete button. Small critique on the eyes. Any critique, I'm perfectly fine. I'm open for constructive criticism. This is just beginning doodles. Again, I'm going to line art it eventually. We'll get to that because I'm probably going to wrap up here in a few, but... but yeah, I'm open for any help, so you don't have to hold back. If you've got advice, I'm more than happy and thankful to take any advice. Nah, mouth is a little too high. Screwed that up. Go with that. Me. Don't like how that went for the nose. Still don't got Vulpus. May need to spark for that woman. I have her, but I haven't done anything with her yet because I did spark for Mulesies, and I have Mulesies. Actually, I maxed her out. No, I don't think she's maxed out. She's like level 80 E2. But what else did I do? Oh, I'm doing her skill mastery. So I'm working on that right now. Her skill mastery and Lapland's skill mastery on both accounts. Lapland, I think I maxed on both accounts now. But Mulesie's on my content account now. I'm still working on her. I have her like level 70 or 80 or something. So I'm working on her. One Vulpus, one Texas dupe, Narantuya, and Sparked Rosemontis. Ah, Narantuya. Ah. Hot redhead horsey lady. Ah. Anyways. I have my wife convinced to cosplay Lapland for me someday, but she, much like me, wants to lose weight before getting into certain characters. I still want to do Vigil, but I'm not doing Vigil until I lose weight. One of my previous cosplay goals that I never got to do, and it was because of the fact that I'm unhappy and overweight, is the fact that I wanted to do Noctis from Final Fantasy 15. Did not get to. Still have not gotten to, but I will someday. But I want to do two versions. I want to do younger Noctis, and I want to do the older Noctis with the facial hair and the royal jacket and stuff near the end of the game. So you'll state it on Discord. All right, no problem. Appreciate that. There we go. A little small. That's a little off center. Let's move it over a little bit, but that might actually work better. Like that. Okay. Let's do some hair here, squirrely. Okay, get some eyebrows in. Okay. Them for now. Okay. Ah, those are too dark. I don't like those. I don't like them now. I don't like them. I'm not happy with the eyebrows. Let's do the hair first. Let's do the hair. Okay. God, I see she's got kind of coming down here. And she has... I'll do... Probably around here for neck, just ballpark. Okay, so let's erase these lines. Okay, we got that figured out. So now, let's do her... this. Okay. Ooh, what is that? Get rid of that. And then... Okay, so we've got a line along the top here. Hey, stop. Okay. This kind of has a line going like this, but then we have... those. Ha 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 ha. For tips for other artists, for front-facing characters, eyes are usually one eye distance apart from each other. That's a good point. And sent the critique. All right, I will check that out as soon as I get off here, because I am about to wrap up for now. I think I probably should for now anyways, just because it is 2:21. I'm gonna have to be getting some sleep here to head to work, but I think possibly tomorrow night we may pick up with doing this again with Shaw. We'll continue, change some details here and do some different little things. Maybe the line art and stuff tomorrow night, and we'll continue from there. But I'm actually really happy with how this came out and that I finally got this all working. Minus the little technical issues at the beginning, but let me save this up before I lose it. Here. Let's save. Ah! What is going on? Wow. Okay. Something strange. That is so odd. Oh, let me guess. We're touching a key. Ah ha ha! That's what it is. We were touching. Oh, is that cool? It's not showing my menu. Ah, okay, okay. I like that. All right, so let's go to my pictures and we'll go Arknights Doodles. Save. Okay, I can pick up from there. So that is saved and we can continue. Sometimes I'm busy on Thursday nights also, but not currently planning anything yet. BF might ask me though. Oh, that's all right. Hey, that's all right. No problem with that. I'm not 100% set in stone if I will continue tomorrow night. If not, possibly Friday after my Fortnite stream with my kids and my wife. If not, maybe maybe Sunday or Saturday or Sunday, something like that. Well, maybe not Sunday. Being Mother's Day and stuff like that. I've got some things with family during the day, so I don't know if I'll get to on Sunday night, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm potentially taking Monday off. I'm probably going to put in for that tomorrow if I do. And if I do, then Sunday night might be a good night where I could continue this, and I won't. Yeah. I won't have like a time limit or anything like that. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. But I'll keep you guys posted on socials and so on and so forth. But we'll figure it out. If not, I may just have like a food review upload for tomorrow, and we'll take it from there. Last thing, you're also welcome to show my sketches on here too when I'm here, in case you want to show the current sketch. Oh, okay. Well, I'll make sure we'll do something like that when you're here. But we'll keep that in mind. It was nice. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys. You can only show my sketches if I'm here, and don't show the messages. Well, of course. Yeah, I'm not going to show your stuff without you being here, number one, and I'm not going to show your messages either. I'm not that kind of person. Don't worry. I'm not going to do that. Listen. You know what? There's enough disrespect in the community. We don't need to add more to it. That's for sure. You have work tomorrow night, but get off around midnight my time. Okay. Hey. I may or I can't even talk. May or may not be here, but if I am, I'll be live. But I see you added me on Discord, so I'm there too. So Saturdays are usually very free. That's cool. Saturday might be a good day to do a game together or something. Saturdays in the future, whatever. But don't worry about it. Join when you're free, and I'm home tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for joining, Shaw. No problem. We will continue with Shaw, because I wanted to do more to this, but I wanted to do more than just Shaw. I wanted to do a little Lappy, a little Texas, something like that. So I'll continue, but we'll get some more doodles and stuff out for you guys. And this is going to be good for me to practice, to be able to continue practicing and working on artwork and stuff. And then maybe do some original stuff here in the future. Characters and things. I've been wanting to work on a design of my own doctor, for the sake of the fact that I would like that as a future like channel merch type thing. I think would be fun to do. So I keep seeing, I don't know if anybody follows Whittle Red. Whittle Red does little Arknights doodles and stuff like that. Really cute versions of characters, and they sell merch and stuff. So cool. So I'd love to do some things similar to them for like my own version of Doctor and like channel merch and stuff. But I'll continue Shaw, that's for sure. We'll get we'll finish your Shaw for you and make her look a little more spectacular, hopefully. Just give you a heads up when they start the next stream. Okay, I'll let you know. I'll let you know for sure. I don't know when exactly, because the other idea is this weekend I may do some other Arknight stuff. I may jump in and do either IS modes, or I'll do another like side story or something to that effect. But I've got to finish up my entries for the video creation event. I've got 3 of my 5 up now. They're in the thing, and well, Thursday, when the last of that comes out, I'll be recording for that. So the S stages and stuff when they're released. So not me hoping to see my sketch shown. Well, like I told you, I do very much adore your artwork. So when we're in next time, I will show your artwork for you. Give that a little bit of a shout out. I really like your artwork. Yes, please draw them goobers. Limbus Company romantic horror piece. Ooh. When that's ready, I would love to see it. That would be awesome. A surprise for me? Hey, you don't have to do that. I appreciate that, though. I don't engage with much of the Arknights community, but sounds nice. There are very good parts of the Arknights community, but then there are also some that are awful. I made that post a while back when I got that that one interaction, I still don't get it. I still don't understand why people were so hung up on the graphic part of things, but it is what it is. But I had somebody attack me over it that thought they were a perfectionist, you know, for the game. And it's like, you know what? If it's that much to you, it's just not enjoyable. It's just like I made that post on socials the other day. Like, I don't care for drama, but I get very saddened and stuff when I see people who take the joy and love out of it. And like, you guys know my story, and you know what Arknights means to me personally, and the fact that without this game, I may not be here right at this moment. And it's a case where when I see people doing that kind of stuff and taking the joy away from it, it saddens me. But at the same time, seeing people that will take a game like Arknights or Limbus Company or any of these other games, and they'll go and they'll play it and stream it and whatnot for haha clicks, funny waifus, but there's no passion and enjoyment in the game. They're just doing it for attention, and it just kind of feels like a letdown. It feels awful because of the fact that you see other people that are so passionate in the community that draw some amazing fan art, that are attached to the stories and the characters and things like that. There is real love and passion there for these games and other games and things I've even seen too. And then of course you have that side of the community that does the nothing but pure NSFW stuff to it. And that's like, that drives me insane too, but that's a whole nother ballpark. But I just love to see and hear stories and things and the people's passion for these games and different things that I love too. And when other people become that elitist mindset, they ruin it for you. And then the others that take away from what it's supposed to be and the message and the things that these games and stories give to people also takes away from it as well. It just sucks, you know, to say the least. I try not to get too hung up on it, but it is what it is. Such is life, and we have to move on and be positive and be the light in the world where others aren't, you know? It is all we can do, but, yeah. No problem. I have a lot of my art on Twit, but this is part of a series I'm finishing. Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, considering I at least had a little bit of a nap before we went live, so I won't be missing out on too much stuff. But, yeah. I won't be missing out on too much sleep, so, but I still have to be up in about 4 hours and 15 minutes-ish to get ready for work and then to leave a short while after. So I'm going to wrap up here. People engage differently for sure. Most of us are here to be entertained, and it happens in different ways. Exactly. I mean, everybody also gets entertained in different ways, but it is what it is. It you know, things are different for everybody. Excuse me. Stay in my own lane on social media, so do I for the most part. That's why when I do try to open up and interact and stuff like that happens, it just shuts me down again. And that's why I'm so grateful to have met people like you guys, because of the fact that you guys versus the other side of people, versus the other side of things, has been such a refreshing part of social media and life. So I appreciate you all, and I'm very thankful that you guys, whether it's here, whether it's on socials, whether it's on Discord, wherever, that I have you all to talk to. So, all right. I hope I can get some rest. I will, don't worry. I will sleep pretty quickly because I have a furnace of a wife that she will warm me to sleep. But see me later. All right, I will see you guys later as well. Last note, my critique is above your sketch on Discord. All right, I will hop on there real quick and I will check things, but I'll probably respond to messages in the morning after I get to work. So I'll talk to you guys then. But I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for hanging out here while we were live. And anybody, if you are coming past here on the VOD or whatever, if not, it is what it is. But thank you so much for stopping by. Guys, please remember, make sure to find the link. If you haven't voted, make sure to check my socials and find the survey for my Arknights cover song that I'll be doing. I will be doing the whatever gets the most votes, but for when we do hit 400 subscribers, this is something I promised I would challenge myself with. And it's at the point where I'm going to challenge myself here. But for 400 subscribers, we are going to cover one of the Arknights EPs. I'm going to take the instrumental track for it since YouTube seems to be okay with it. They're okay with it being on there, no copyright issues. And I'll be covering the vocals. It's going to be tough, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm anxious to give it a try because it's another challenge for me, another way to continue to show my passion to the community. But at the same time, it's more vocal training for my voice acting goals. With that said, though, make sure to check that out. And then we will have more fun stuff, hopefully, in the future with you guys. For now, I am signing off. Not anxiously looking for your response tonight. Well, I will, like I said, I will respond to you guys in the morning. I apologize, but I need to get some sleep. Anything else I wanted to say? Well, I guess the only other thing would be, look forward to other stuff in the future. My only ask is that the cover doesn't have any commentary in it, but it being in a separate video so I can loop it if need be. I probably won't do commentary in it, to be honest. That'll probably be a different thing, but if that. All right. All right, see you later. Good night. Was there anything else I wanted to say? I don't think so, but if I think about it, socials, or I will have my little update live tomorrow after I kind of know and look at my numbers and stuff for the day. But guys, I'm going to go get some sleep. Thank you all for stopping by. I will see you next time.